Did you know that astronomy and mathematics are closely related? The universe is full of interesting things. Hi, I'm Juanma, and on this video I will be your guiding voice, in which we will explain a wonderful topic, constellations. But first, let's ask our partner Angel, what is astronomy?
It is the science that studies the celestial body of the universe, and it is important because it allows us to understand much more than planet Earth and the Milky Way. It studies the composition of the stars, their location, and their laws of movements of the universe, among other aspects.
Great! Now, let's talk about the man who changed the vision of the universe and tried to scientifically explain the mechanics of the stars. Okay, let's talk with Luisa, who will explain us about Claudio Ptolemy.
Claudio is the conception of a universe from Plato and Aristotle using the empiricist method. The influence of Hipparchus of Nicaea was manifest in Almagest, which refers to the immobile Earth as the center of the universe. He also contributed in the measurements of the sun, of the moon, and a catalog of stars. He published the Hunt tables, known as written references nowadays.
Thank you. Now, what constellation can I see? And when can I see them? For this, Enrique and Valentina will tell us our next topic, which is
Types of constellations. In 1927, the International Astronomical Union divided the whole world in two parts. Of these two parts, there are 88 constellations in total. Of this constellation, the most common may be Orion, Cassiopeia, and the Greek zodiac. Constellations are divided into 5 categories. One is the circumpolar constellation. They can be seen in the northern hemisphere throughout the year. For example, the Dragon. The second one is the spring constellation. We can say that the sky is expanding and you can enjoy more galaxies during this time of the year, like Leo.
The summer constellations are the ones when the Earth is orbiting towards the interior of the Milky Way, so we can watch Swan, Arrow, and Horse. The autumn constellations are the ones when the Earth is not towards the Milky Way, so we can find Andromeda, Aquarius, and Pegasus. The winter constellations are the ones when the Milky Way is on the top of the sky, so we can find Hari and Gemini.
great! Now, let's talk about math. Have you ever wondered how the distances between stars are measured? Let's listen to Victoria and Camila to explain some numbers on this.
Most accurate method of measuring distance to a star is the stellar parallax, and is nothing more than very accurate trigonometrical results. Today, the parallax are obtained with the use of satellite, so as not have distortion of the error. However, the smallest parallax that can be measured is 0.1, which corresponds to 1,000 parsecs of distance, or 3,262 light years. This is very close in astronomical terms. Now, to make the things more easy, let's consider that the distance to the Sun is equivalent to 1 astronomical unit. In this definition, we can use the number with 1 because, for example, the kilometer is also arbitrary, so it gives the same to 115 million kilometers of 8 light years, or 1 astronomical unit.
On the other hand, we divide the sky into 360 degrees. A degree contains 60 minutes and a minute contains 60 seconds. And since we are measuring degrees in an imaginary sphere, we speak of minutes or seconds of arc.
How interesting! Now it's time for a story, and for this I'm going to ask Andres, Citlali, and Jose to tell us a little about the constellation of Orion.
In ancient Greek mythology, the warrior Orion was the most attractive man of all. He was so handsome. He was the son of Poseidon, the god of the oceans, and Euryale. the daughter of King Minos of Crete. In Homer's Odyssey, Orion is described as exceptionally tall, and he's armed with an unbreakable bronze sword. It has its origins in Sumerian mythology, specifically in Gilgamesh myth. Orion represents a brave warrior and Taurus, the bull next to him, the light of heaven. Orion is often represented as facing the attack of a bull, that is Taurus, but yet there's nothing in Greek mythology that tells such story. When we're referring to the constellation, the astronomer Ptolemy described it as a hero, symbols generally associated with Hercules, but there is no evidence in mythology books of a relationship between those two characters.
The constellation Orion is one of the brightest and most known constellations in the night sky, and it is located in the celestial equator. The principal astronomical objects that conform it are Beagle, Betelgeuse, Orion Nebula, Marian Nebula, Horsehead Nebula, Alnitak, Anilam, and Mintaka. Those are the principal ones, but it is conformed by 205 stars.
First quadrant of the northern hemisphere. There are the three words that you have to use when you want to know where is the Orion belt. You will find it in latitude of +85 and degrees of -75. It's more easily to observe it in winter months, for example, November and February.
Finally, Joaquin will give us a workshop to carry out your own homemade telescope so that you can see the stars yourself.
For this, we need two magnificent glasses, one large and one small, a long cardboard roll and another a little smaller but wider, and paper to cover the long roll. What we are going to do is take the long cardboard roll and stick the small magnetic glass on it. Then we will take the color of the paper that we have choose to cover our roll, and we will cut it that it looks good. Then we will take the greatest one and paste it the other magnetic glass. Here, what we are going to do is glue both cardboard rolls, and so it looks difficult, but in reality it's very easy. Here, we will verify that the long roll is not glued to the paper. And here's the result. It's very easy, right?